Alright, you guys. I started a little earlier than what I said I'd be doing, but I guess it's good, right? Hopefully. Man. No copyright on it or anything. It's like the beginning now, in the year 2077. Anyway, here we go.
Excuse me, Elder Maxton.
Tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject Paladin Dance's. To make matters worse, his sudden absence. I'm finding it difficult to believe.
Had he told me, it would have been my duty to report it immediately.
Which means I've decided to take you at your word.
Uh-huh.
Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
Isn't there some other way?
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Okay then. Anyway, guys. Apparently I've got to go kill Danse. Which isn't a good thing, but I guess that explains why he loves a lot of things.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel.
Good thing I didn't get attached to him.
Brothers and sisters down below.
Knight, I was told.
Thoroughly secure all gear
Sorry
while on the
about
flight
this
deck.
business with
Thank you.
Danse.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth. Miss a transistor radio. I was merely sorry that you'd been duped. No matter. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's
Yeah.
all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
This better not be a waste of my time.
Of course not, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Glad to see you've returned safely from the Institute, brother.
Scribe Halen?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Looks like Liberty Prime's coming along. Can't wait to see him smash the Institute. Ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
How could you have been so close to Paladin Dance and not know he was a Sith?
In my experience, hot shots and big mouths end up with closed vessels.
Excuse me, Proctor Teagan.
With Liberty Prime back in action, this war's as good as won. Now, what can I do for you?
Set me up.
Be my guest.
Hesitating to pull the trigger.
Looking to
on
pick
any
a
of the
fight?
Commonwealth stuff. I'll help you end it. Fatal.
I'll take a look.
Sure, I've got some.
Mm-hmm.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, he is
Sorry for not talking much to you guys. Anyway. Doesn't seem to be much to talk about anyways. Here we go. Ballistic is not bullets and stuff. Ballistic is more of like a projectile. Oh, it's a sledgehammer. I thought it was a baseball bat. You know?
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Dang. I'm amazing. I am so proud for doing that. This one. Mutant hounds, monstrous dogs that are just powerful. Dangerous as their masters.
Going down.
That wasn't the smartest idea.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Dance?
Because I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its limits, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxon's orders, You're undermining everything the Brotherhood stands for. I can't allow that to happen on my account.
If it needs to be done, then so be it.
I've never been prouder of you than I am right now, brother. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Wow.
reactor at 100% efficiency.
Adjusting internal ballonet pressure. Green lights across the board.
Elder.
Report, Knight. Have you handled the situation with Paladin Dance?
He's no longer a threat to the Brotherhood.
Well done. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Body's not even cold, and you're already dividing the loot?
To the victor go the spoils. Being a part of the Brotherhood, you should learn to appreciate that sentiment. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dan is settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Why is the Railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces, with a knack for disappearing when cornered. Worse still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. Be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad. Ad Victoriam.
This game just took a really, really dark turn. And no, sir, I do not like it.
Attention! Any soldiers who have not yet received a field assignment from Proctor Tegan should speak to him at once. That is all.
A synth. Right under our noses.
haven't lived until you tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge. How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
This is strictly an assault mission, Paladin. No prisoners.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge. Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
Welcome back. Heard about Dance. Just know, what you did was right. Now, what can I do for you?
Let me see what you have.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
Uh-huh. Proctor Tegan.
Congratulations on the promotion, Paladin. We keep some of the superiors reserved for the higher ranks. Let me know if you want to take a look.
Have anything unusual?
I have some special mods I've been working on. Sort of a hobby I have to pass the time. Real high-powered stuff. Slap a few of them onto your weapons, and I'm pretty sure they'll put a smile on your face.
Set me up.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
no good at hacking Pam's systems. You should take someone with you. If you run into any synths, shoot to kill.
Hopefully the next
We don't take
recovery team
prisoners.
will bring back some decent supplies. I'm having to get real creative lately. This is self-service, brother. You take what you need. I used to be a field scribe. Death claw snapping my femur like a twig put an end to that.
Still kind of disappointed I had to do that. But I have his hood out of it, so.
Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Wow, that doesn't look half bad. What you need? So where are we off to next?
It's my chicken gun.
Need to get back to Diamond City. biggest town I ever saw.
Nice day. Where are we headed? Can't remember the last time I saw the sunrise. Even this